Lions TV, we are sponsored by Regal Elevators and Lifts Consultants Limited, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of the sponsors that you can already see on the screen. If you are going to do a bit of business in 2021, then please keep it in the Millwall family by checking out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below or on our website, www.lionstv.co.uk. This is your Thursday Club video. We're going to look back at Tuesday's 1-1 draw against Luton at Kenilworth Road, and we're going to look ahead to Saturday's long-arse trip to Oakwell to face sunny Barnsley. But as always, let's wind it back to Tuesday and start out with a starting 11 that the Gaffer picked to start the match. Right, okay, I'm going to keep this very brief about Tuesday. I think I've said everything I wanted to say. It's a little bit gone now. It's a little bit in the past. He changed the team. He took out Matt Smith and Bennett. A lot of you wanted that. He put in Bradshaw and Barnsley up front, which surprised me how many of you were happy with that. I've been singing for Bradshaw to come in. He didn't do too well in the game, but again, he hasn't been playing, so he needs more game time. Don't judge him on that one performance. Judge him over the course of 4 or 5. Talking the numbers and 4s and 5s, I'm going to keep this very simple. First half, I would have given us a 6 out of 10. I didn't think the first half was too bad at all. Luton predominantly a difficult place to go. Shitty little ground, shitty little pitch, shitty little team. And I don't think it was too bad at all. I thought Jed was electric at times with his brilliant touches and showed flashes of brilliance and put us in some very good positions through his hard work, endeavour, and almost at times genius, I'm going to say. He frees Bradshaw through hard work, makes a slide tackle, and as we've seen Jed a lot, he forges things out of nothing with his hard work and his pressing. He presses, he wins a tackle, Bradshaw's through, his first touch is terrible, his second touch is even worse, and I think I likened it to him chasing the paper or chasing a £10 note down the street on a windy day. Beyond him, keeper comes out and takes it off his feet. That was one chance we had. Another one, a good pattern of play actually between Jed and Bavarsson. Bavarsson across, Bradshaw in again. Good run, good block from their defender. And then also 2 chances in the first half, not just for Bradshaw, but also for Ben Thompson. First one, look, I like he's getting in the position still. I like that he's not afraid to shoot. And as I say, does keep cropping up in these positions. His first shot, he scuffs wide. To be honest, if he had hit the target, there was 3 Luton players coming at him, so it only would have hit one of them. The second one is more gilt-edged, shall we say. He has more time than he thinks, and I love Tomo, and I keep singing for him to be in the team. And I keep saying he's not the best player we've ever had in the world, but he's definitely given us that extra edge and definitely helped this upturn in fortunes we have had. But he's got to try and stay on his feet more. And by the time he took the second shot, which had a lot more time, probably could have took a touch. Even if he doesn't take a touch, he's got to show more composure. He snatches at it, but he's already halfway down on his arse before he's even connected. So I argue that in the first half, very little for Barts to do that I can remember. And, you know, plenty of chances for us. Again, just our final, wasn't even our final ball, it was our final product, our end product, our strike at goal was powder puff. And again, you know, I do feel in this instance for Rout because Zahor injured, whether he's lazy, whether he's interested, whether he wants to put the endeavour in, he's quite good in front of goal. However, as I've said that, I remember the couple of chances he has missed recently away at Huddersfield, as well as a couple of others. And then you've got Bavarsson and Bradshaw, and then also Matt Smith, who doesn't predominantly seem to do as well starting. Although I still think he's probably the pick of the bunch at the minute, and I'll be tempted to play Bradshaw off him. I don't want Bavarsson anywhere near it ever again. I don't really want Bradshaw anywhere near it, if I'm honest, but I know that he'll try and he'll come on, and he's sharp at least, and he does run his bollocks off. So, difficult one, but as I said, first half for me, I'll give us a 6 out of 10. The second half, I'll give us a 2 out of 10. It was horrendous. It was awful. They get the breakthrough. They continually kept coming down that left-hand side. I know I blame, and I do blame Marlon Romeo for the goal because he gets the wrong side of his man. And if Danny McNamara doesn't get in Saturday, I don't know what to say. How Billy Mitchell and Danny McNamara have been brought into that game earlier. I mean, neither of them even got on the pitch. Those are the two that it had to be, and those are the two that need to start for Woods, who offers nothing, and Romeo, who just isn't as good as some people think he is, in my opinion. But they get the breakthrough. Ball from the left, as I said, they keep getting many balls in for the left, so you can't hold Marlon Romeo accountable for that. And as they're coming across, Romeo's the wrong side of his man in, sneaks their striker. People questioning Bart for me there. It's happened so quick, right in front of him. He's expecting probably Marlon to deal with it. He doesn't. Geezer goes back across the keeper, which is always a good thing to do. And I don't know if a pitch played a part. It did trickle into the net, but I definitely don't blame the big man. And if you did want to blame him, as always, he more than made up for it with the saves that he made later on to keep us in the tie before we did snatch that equaliser. Substitutions were made. Bennett come on, thought we did very well. Smith come on, caused problems. I still feel he causes them problems, you know, during the 90 minutes. And I think if you reflect on the 90 minutes, you know, he's always involved in things that we do have going for. We just don't often have that many. So when you cram that into a 10, 15 minute, it seems like he's had more of an impact than over a 90-minute spell, in my opinion. It's definitely the pick of a, I've got to say it, I've got to be completely honest, a pick of a bad bunch. I don't know where Zahor is. I'll be surprised if we saw him again this season. I just don't know what he's doing. He's obviously injury prone. He's a good player, yes, but he doesn't seem interested in playing for us. So I'd fuck him off with immediate effect, if I'm honest. Crying out still, George Alexander. I start thinking of other strikers. George Alexander is sitting there, goal scorer at every level he's ever played at. I'm not saying he's the answer, but could he be any worse than Bradshaw and Bavarsson? Definitely not. Definitely not. So there you go. But whatever this is at the minute, I mean, look, we're 9 games unbeaten. I'm going to be honest. I don't fucking know how. I don't know how. I see a graphic pop up and it says where we've got the longest run of all divisions in the EFL unbeaten, 9 unbeaten. And I put that up on social media and I didn't want to say anything negative, so I didn't. I just put it up and just put Millwall Lions TV, like that's it. And then people were saying it for me. How the fuck are we 9 games unbeaten? And again, are we overcritical? Are we underselling the team? Do we expect too much? Because what we've done is, again, I say we've got the equaliser and substitutions are made. I said Bennett come on, thought we did well, looked lively, but can he do it for 90 minutes? It's a very strange time for me at the club. It's a very strange time, and working it out and working the players out. I can't seem to get it right, if I'm honest. I'll be honest. I don't think I'm getting it right. I've always predominantly thought, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll get it right. Whatever I say happens. I can't make my mind up on the formation, on the team, on the players, on the manager. You know, the standard of football across the board. I can't work it out. I can't work out what's going on. Like, it's just a strange time at the minute. So, yeah, but we get the equaliser. Again, Williams comes on. Tyler Berry comes on. He's full of running when he does come on. Can't knock him for that. Wins a good few free kicks in high areas for us. But we get the breakthrough. And this is something I can't take away from the players. And listen, it's not tactical mastermind. It's Ian Holloway-esque. Throw people on, pump the fucking ball forward, cause upset in a box. I understand you don't and can't play like that for 90 minutes, but whatever that is at the minute, that little edge, I don't know whether it's amongst the players, well, it is amongst the players, and maybe the manager is helping that by throwing them all on. There's no tactical nous in that whatsoever. He's going, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Get them all on, pump the ball forward, cause upset in the box, and it works. And we've got a little bit, people will start laughing now, we've got a little bit of a Man United in the 90s vibe about us, where we just always manage recently to scrape something and pull it out the bag. So that is credit to the team, to the manager, that we have got this newfound edge that we keep going to the end, and somehow we're finding a way, and that has left us 9 games unbeaten. But it was shocking again. It was shocking again. It's really bad. Second half was atrocious, and if he doesn't drop Marlon Romeo, Ryan Woods, John Daddy Bavarsson, Tom Bradshaw, anyone else that I can think of? No, on that showing, then he needs his head tested, but he can't keep changing it. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But all I can say is we're 9 games unbeaten. Fuck knows how we're 9 games unbeaten, but we are. And just before I wrap that up, I've got to say special mention to George Evans. He looks like a special signing. I wasn't overly sure on him. Yes, he come through the Man City youth system and he played at every level for them. Never really broke into the first team, and understandably, it doesn't make him a bad player. Of course he doesn't. But I was unsure on him due to the sheer amount of games he's played in the Championship. I think he just turned 26 last week. Haven't played really a lot of games for Derby. Hadn't really played a lot of games for Reading. But I tell you what, if he carries on like he's going, we'll do well to keep hold of him. Because he is brilliant. He is a fucking good player. Defensively, you could see his desire to, when we was losing, he's getting angry and he's chasing. I mean, he let us down a bit where he was getting angry and throwing balls and wasting time, but just because he was so angry. And I didn't mind that, you know, he lost his head almost. He didn't keep his cool, but he gets on the end of a long ball forward. Matt Smith gets the header down eventually, and he pops up and scores his first goal for the club. So George Evans, mate, again, hat off to the manager. Him and Keith-Bell look like very, very good signings. Not just defensive, not just aggressive, but he can play as well. So I'm excited to see now for how it does get to the summer, which it will now, because we will be safe. I hope, I think, I'm pretty sure. 99%, don't hold me accountable. If he can find any other gems like that, I'm going to say Evans is a gem, absolute gem. Keith-Bell's good. If we can find a few more like that up front, maybe, or in a 10. I did say Sammy Smodic, and I'm getting off the point here, but he's scoring goals for absolute fun for Peterborough. He's probably priced himself out of a move to Millwall, so not that he wanted to come, but, you know, does Rowett know another player? And Evans, he'll probably look in the Midlands, wouldn't he? We know he likes to. Is there a Derby player that's not really getting in, but is a decent age, a good age as well, Evans? So, Evans has equalised, 1-1, 9 games unbeaten. Fucking have not got a clue how, but it's 9 games unbeaten. And so we move on to Saturday's trip to Oakwell. Fucking hellfire, as John Parkin would say. I do that every year. They're managed by Valerian Ismail. It sounds like saying out of Game of Thrones, and I've probably said it wrong, but their new manager is absolutely flying. They sit 8th in the table, and they have won 4 of their last 5 league games. Last time out was last night. They won 2-0 at home against Stoke City. So they'll be looking for more points on the ball. Their pitch is absolutely atrocious, by the way. I've got a few DMs on Instagram saying, look at their pitch. Their pitch is in all sorts of trouble again, which won't really affect us because we don't play too much. Evans especially likes to go, bosh, and plonk some long diags now into the box. So, all will we not lost if the pitch isn't good. They're on a very good run. As I said, 4 of their last 5 unbeaten. I'm going to go on to their one to watch. This is an interesting one. Their one to watch is Colton Morris. The striker has scored 3 goals in the last 4 games. He only joined recently from Norwich. He was a Norwich player basically for about 15 years as a youth team player, as a first team player. Only ever made 1 appearance for the Canaries. But he's gone to Barnsley and he is on fire. And he will be the one to watch this Saturday at Oakwell. So this is your pre-match prediction. And here we go. I am going to go for, surprise, surprise, I'll give you one guess. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. They're on a good run of form. So are we. They're winning a lot of games, which in my warped mind has to come to an end at some point. However, I don't think we'll go and win the game because we're just not good enough. But somehow we have won games recently. Anyway, 1-1 for me. I'm going to go for George Evans to get another goal in a similar situation. 1-0 down. Throw every man and his dog and the kitchen sink at him at the death, and George Evans to score 2 goals in 2 games. 1-1, and once again, I'd have to take it. 10 games unbeaten. Yes, please. So that is your lot for this Thursday Club. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please be sure to check out the fan score predictions from the other boys at Lions TV that's gone out at the same time as this video. And if you think you know what the score is going to be, do not be shy to put it in the comments below. Today's Thursday. Bang, that's Thursday done. Tomorrow night, Alan Walker, Lions Lounge Lockdown, 8 p.m. on our YouTube channel. A fascinating interview. Alan Walker was present as a Lincoln player at the Bradford Fires. He then was involved in a plane crash a few weeks later. Then he came to Millwall in his first game, punctured his lung, and then got glandular fever and was out for a long time. He then had some good times at Millwall, 3 good years, was part of the class of 88, the championship winning side. Then he left, and post-football, he is a top level coach. He's a FIFA A licensed coach, and he is now a freelance. He travels the world, and he's had players like Didier Gaff, Winston Bogard, Eddie Howe, Sean Dyche, to name just Joey Barton, to name just a few. He goes and he teaches them, he coaches them, and gives them their licenses to become A licensed coaches. So it's a really interesting one. The guy's an absolute warrior and loves his football to death. So if you've got nothing to do tomorrow night, it's an hour long. Check it out, 8 p.m. But if not, hopefully, I'll see you for a live stream. Lions TV Towers go live again, 2:30 p.m. on Saturday for Saturday's trip to Barnsley. I'll see you in the live stream if you fancy watching it. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.